Hello and welcome to this video. I just want to take some time out just to talk a bit about the channel, and I just want to sort of track the progress and just see sort of where I'm at, and I want to talk a bit about what I've learned and just that sort of stuff. So I uploaded the first video 2 months ago. I privatised this video because you can't even hear the sound. It took me ages to make this video. I just put it together and then I added this at the top of the screen. You can see I've got subtitles. I did this on a video editor called VSDC. The editor kept crashing, so I kept having to save it every time I added a new bit, and it took fucking ages. There you go, 2 months on the date. It's 11th of October today, so that was exactly 2 months ago. So that was my first video. When I made this video, I was actually on holiday from work. I just sort of decided one evening I'm going to record a video of me playing this game. So I did it, and that's what came out from it. So that was the first video, and then after that video, August the 20th, 9 days later I guess, I recorded this video, and this video was my first PlayerUnknown video. I edited this one using DaVinci Resolve, which is a much better editor, and I was able to actually do some cool effects, put some cool music in there. I think I was using the YouTube library music, it's a really crappy music, but and if I remember rightly, I was actually up all night, and I think it was like 3 or 4 in the morning. I couldn't sleep, and I just sort of started editing this. I started editing this video really early. I think once I made that video, I then sort of knew that I was going to carry on doing some, because the editor I was using was so much better. But you need to enjoy the process, or get lost in the process and escape into it, and just feel creative enough to be able to do things. And when I started using the new editor, that I think really changed things, because it made it a lot easier to get creative. And pretty much since that day on, I've tried keeping up to this Tuesday, Friday, Sunday. I think it was Monday, Monday, Thursday and Saturday or something. I changed it, but this schedule seems to work. I've not kept to it perfectly, but I've been doing okay. I did a Rising Storm, then another PUBG, but by the second PUBG video I was trying to do like the depth analysis, which actually that video I quite like, because although the content's not that great, it's the first video where I start actually talking and using my voice. And that video was in 28th of August, 6, level 3 armor 49.5. There you go. And that was the whole point of that video, really, to get me talking, so you know, that was quite good. PUBG video 2, that's me just trying to keep to the schedule. I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm going to try and keep the schedule, make a video, produce a video. I play PUBG anyway. I'm really into PUBG, so it's not that hard for me to get the footage. What video is this? Let me have a look. And it's finding the music. Finding the music's quite difficult. So you can actually see on this video the border. I've got a black border around the video. I can't quite figure out the best way of rendering the video so that it looks good on YouTube and that I get the best quality. But you can see the rendering here. I think the rendering here was done. I can't remember what I did wrong here, but this rendering wasn't good enough. By the time I come to this Rainbow Six video, my first Rainbow Six video, this video, when I recorded this one, I was working, I was stressed out from work, because I was struggling at work just to maintain a healthy sort of mindset when I was going in and stuff and coming home again. I was really struggling, and this video was made sort of, gave me a bit of an escape, just to, you know, it gave me something to do when I got home that evening. I remember making this video, I moved my whole PC into another room in the house, and I sat in this other room and just tried to sort of stick to this and focus on this and just try to do something which I'm proud of, you know, for once. And it was only 3 minutes, because truthfully, even though that when you're stressed and you're having a hard time in, you know, the greater scheme of life, although it's nice to be able to come make videos and do that, in actual fact, I think you can't expect to get the best out of yourself if you are stressed, or if you are struggling, or if you are really just not in a good place. You need to be in a good place to make a video. It's like Leonard Cohen once said, you know, he makes depressing, bluesy sort of music, and he says, you know, he doesn't make the music when he's down and depressed. The music itself is a celebration to say, you know, now that I'm better, this is what I can achieve, this is what I can do, I can, you know.
No, that's a popular notion, you know, that it is exclusively suffering that produces good work or insightful work. I don't think that's the case. I think in a certain sense it's a trigger or a lever, but I think that good work is produced in spite of suffering and as a response, as a victory over suffering.
You know, I quite like it anyway. So going back to that border thing, you can see the border there. I have the border, and I actually worked it out by that point that I could get rid of the border by changing the resolution, and it was actually the aspect ratio that was causing the problem, if I remember correctly. My thumbnail still isn't quite there yet. I'm still just sort of fucking about. I think I'm using the website Canva. I'm just using crappy bits of software to make the thumbnails still. By the time I come to my Battlefield 1 video, which was when the expansion In the Name of the Tsar came out, a lot simpler, to say the least. It was, you know, you got the picture of the dude, you got the logo, and then you just got the word kill compilation. Really simple. Again, experimenting with the thumbnail. And this video is actually a death compilation, so by this point I'm getting bored of making the same videos. Basically this video, I think I had this sort of creepy music, and I'll just show the death, and then I'll just repeat the death. Yeah, it's more for me. I think it's quite nice to see the deaths, because then you can say this is how not to act, this is what not to do. You know, coming out here, like right there, I didn't need to jump over that wall before. There's lots of things you can work out anyway. Here, this video here, many of you will probably remember that PewDiePie released a video how to make a thumbnail or something like that. And it obviously it's PewDiePie video, so it's funny, entertaining, interesting, all that stuff, engaging. But he actually did show you how to make a good thumbnail, and that thumbnail right there is basically the exact same. It's basically exactly the thumbnail that I've made following watching that PewDiePie video. You know, if you watch the video, you will recognise that thumbnail. But I will link that video in the description actually, because it is a good PewDiePie video. And if you are making a channel as well, you will learn a thing or two by watching that video. This video actually, again, I'm getting bored of making videos, so I'm trying to use this cartoon effects, and just, you know, trying to keep it interesting for me. You know, I have no viewers, so I don't actually have an audience. I just want to make them interesting for me, and yeah, I quite like that video anyway. Bit boring, only 1 minute 47. So now we get on to the more recent stuff, and it's at this point that the videos do start getting a bit more interesting for myself. So here I've got a live stream that I did, and that was really fun to do. So really I should be making more live streams, but truthfully I find them I just find them weird, because, you know, I'm not really making a video per se. I'm not really editing a video, I'm doing a video. I'm sort of live streaming to an audience, but there is no audience. So I'm sort of just sitting there talking to myself, and it's, you know, sort of like I'm doing that now, but it's different now. You know, I'm creating a sort of final video for this, whereas the live streams, you're just sort of broadcasting it out to the world, and it's when there's no audience there, and there's no one to sort of talk back to you, you sort of just, it's, you know, you don't. It's just I just find it a little bit strange, but we'll start doing them a bit more. So that live stream was a lot of fun. The thumbnail I think is quite cool, because I just like it. That was 26th of September, 2 weeks ago. So the latest videos that I've made are another PUBG, another Battlefield, and a Call of Duty World War II, and some Supremacy 14 videos. Nazi Officer on Red Orchestra 2. This video, 15th of September, because it's just a sped up video. I love this game, it's a really good game. It's not that much of an interesting game, but I do really like playing this game. So I wanted just to get something of this on my channel for me, but I don't think there's anything I can do with this game. I really don't. The only thing I could do is, in this game there's a lot of pressure on the team play and the communication and the working together, and you've got your team leader, you've got your squad leaders, and then you've got your riflemen, and you've got things like anti-tank soldiers, and you've got your marksmen, your light machine gunners, and it really is a team-based game. And if the enemy team are working together and they're listening to the team leader, chances are they're going to do really well. The team leaders and squad leaders are all very important in this game. Essentially, you know, maybe if there was, maybe a video could be made of this, all I'm saying. There is a possibility that there could be some interesting videos made. I have no idea really. I don't know. I just really like this game. I do love it. But actually, this Command of the Red Army is also Red Orchestra 2, so I'm going to go look at this video. This video wasn't sped up. This video was just recorded. I think I edited the video together and then I uploaded it. This is me playing as Commander. You know, it's a lot different to things like Battlefield. On Battlefield, you sort of jump in the game, you just sort of do your thing. On this, you know, you can, if there's good teamwork and if there's good squad leader, team leader, communication, if you have that, you can put in like 50% of the work and you just fuck them up. And it's just a very different game to I think what a lot of people experience. But I just love this game, as you can probably tell. These two videos, chill, I put chill in both these video titles, and that's basically just because I've turned off all the game sounds, so all you can hear is the music. You can just sort of listen to it and not have to actually watch the video. I quite like the music, but you know, then I got this music in the channel description. But anyway, I did the same thing with this Battlefield video. Actually, on this video, I quite like this. I accidentally recorded my face. I didn't mean to do that, but I was like, fuck it, it doesn't matter. Call of Duty World War II video, nothing interesting. I just played the game for like half hour, and I put it into a video. Nothing interesting. I think right there, and welcome. I recorded some stuff at the start, nothing interesting, just a video. I like the thumbnail, I was quite proud of that. I'm getting better at making thumbnails still. But that's just because all my thinking is that it's a new game, it's in beta. But now we're getting on to like these new things. I mean, Supremacy 1914, I have nothing to say, really. I'm really enjoying playing this Supremacy 14 game. Again, I'm sort of making videos more for myself. I know that when I watch them in the future, I'm going to really enjoy looking at them and seeing what I was doing and seeing how I was playing. And well, truth be told, when I made these Supremacy 14 videos, I was just playing the games, I was enjoying the games, I had to upload a video to YouTube, so I thought, fuck it, I'll just record a video about me playing these games. I really like talking about it. No one wants to hear about these games because people find them boring. And I get it, they are boring games, but when I'm playing them and I'm into them, I'm still playing it now, which I do have to check out soon, because the Italy game is still going. But I get into them, these games I just want to talk about for me. But basically this is where my channel is at right now. I think now that I've sort of sat back to myself and I'm sort of looking at where I'm going, which made me sort of realise that in the last week or so I have gone off on a bit of a tangent. I have gone off on a bit of a, you know, Call of Duty World War II video. There's nothing interesting about this video. It's just an edit. And there's nothing interesting about this other video. It's just a gameplay video. I just find them very boring, and I don't want to make boring videos. And I know that a lot of my videos right now are quite boring, but I do honestly think that I'm getting somewhere. I'm slowly getting there, and I'm making them more interesting, and making them more engaging. Every day I wake up, you know, try a different thing, think of different ways of doing everything. Listening to people that have been there, done it. If I start producing videos which are really quite good and I'm really happy with them, then I might find that I don't actually want to associate these other videos with this channel, because this channel was more of a progress channel. This channel was more about me and my progress and getting better at making videos. I think the key thing is always be willing to change, always be willing to sort of try new things and to listen and, you know.